Imagine this. You'd pick a fight with a wild bear over going to a jam-packed concert any day. If that's you, give yourself a pat on the back. Your mind has just pulled you out of a mental mess that a lot of folks don't even spot because they're too caught up in the chaos. No, you're not messed up or flawed. You're actually picking up on stuff that flies right over everyone else's head. Let's paint a picture here. It's a typical Saturday evening, and your phone lights up with a message. Hey, the gang's heading to that hot new place downtown. It's super crowded, but the energy is off the charts. Right away, it feels like your spirit just checks out. It's not that you can't stand having a good time. It's just that your brain has already done the math on what that energy really costs, and it decides it's not worth going broke over it mentally that you're not shattered inside. You're not dull or unexciting, and you're for sure not the issue here. What's going on in your head is like a smart game of strategy, while most people are just jumping around in a simple one. Let me explain step by step what's truly ticking in that smart, tangled up mind of yours. First off, your brain doesn't know how to relax. It's always on high alert, and that's actually a brilliant thing. For most people, their minds have this built-in filter that blocks out junk. Step into a busy group, and their brain wipes away about 90% of what's coming in. They tune out that loud laugh from some guy, ignore the light that's blinking on and off, and skip over the dozen or so chats buzzing around them. But your brain, it's like it's taking pictures of every little detail, saving them, checking them out, and linking them to other stuff. Experts in science call this sensory processing sensitivity. That's just a fancy way of saying your mind is like that buddy who spots every tiny thing, holds on to it forever, and never drops it. Every shift in how someone stands, every quick look that crosses a random person's face, every slight shift in the tune of the music playing in the back, you're handling all of it at the same time. It's as if the rest of the world is seeing life in low-quality video, like 480p, but you're stuck with this super sharp 8K big screen view that you didn't even sign up for. Studies show that around 20% of folks out there have this extra sharp awareness. That means about 1 out of every 5 people is going through life with their nerves wired to catch absolutely everything, like it's a matter of life or death. And what ramps it up even more is that your mind doesn't stop at just grabbing this info. It saves it all, sorts it into categories, and brings it back up when needed. Think about that odd chat you had with someone 3 weeks back that no one else recalls. Your brain tucked it away as might be important and keeps reviewing it. This isn't you thinking too much. It's your brain's wiring doing its job perfectly, spotting tricky patterns that slip by others. Now, get this wild fact. This way of being helped humans stay alive for thousands of years. Back when people were gathered around fires, the outgoing types were chilling and chatting, but it was your kind of ancestors who picked up on the rustle of a hunter animal sneaking up, or spotted the bad plant that could poison everyone, or felt trouble coming before it hit. You're not overwhelming or too intense. You're precisely what nature needed to keep the group safe. But today's world? It's not made for folks who really notice things. It's all rush and noise, not quiet observation. Moving on to the second point. You're not against people. You're against the fake stuff. Let's clear this up right now. It's not humans you dislike. It's the act everyone puts on. In big groups, people slap on these fake faces. Like the "I'm having the best time ever" face, or the "I'm really paying attention" one, or the "everything's perfect" mask, even as their eyes are giving them away with a twitch. And you? You see right through all of it. It wears you out, not because you're quick to judge, but because your mind is always decoding the hidden talk, the way bodies move, the vibes in the air, the real feelings no one's voicing. Psych experts name this hyperceptual sensitivity. Your sense for emotions is tuned so sharp, you're like a walking truth detector who never wanted the role. A research piece from Cambridge University discovered that those who like being alone actually do way better on tests of understanding feelings than people who love crowds. What that means is, you're not bad at social stuff, you're advanced at it. You just won't fake it. You'd pick one real, deep talk in the middle of the night over going to dozens of meetups where everyone's showing off their best fake side. And really, that's not a weakness. That's being true to yourself. The real trouble isn't that you can't handle chit-chat. It's that to your mind. It's like munching on dry, tasteless bread, while others pretend it's a fancy dinner. Your whole system wants real stuff, deep talks, true bonds. When you're stuck in shallow back and forth, It's like telling a deep thinker to get thrilled about the rain outside. Sure, you can do it, but why bother when it drains you so much? Now, let's hit the third point. Your reward system in the brain basically says, no thanks, I'll pass. This is where things get super cool about how your mind works. Dopamine, that chemical in the brain that feels like a prize, operates in a totally different way for you. When outgoing people step into a gathering, their brains light up with dopamine like a big celebration, with sparks and cheers all around. For you, it's dead quiet, like nothing's happening. Instead, your setup relies on something else called acetylcholine, another brain messenger that gives you a boost from looking inward, focusing hard, and spending time by yourself. It's not that group settings don't give you anything. It's that your mind finds its joy from other places. Like flipping through a book late at night, strolling alone without anyone bugging you with questions, or just sitting in a calm spot letting your thoughts wander. Outgoing folks need outside buzz to feel pumped up, but you need that inner quiet to run at full speed. Brain scientists have found that minds like yours have more thickness in the gray stuff up front in the brain, the area that handles tough thinking and making plans. So, when it looks like you're just sitting there doing zilch, your mind is actually buzzing with activity, sorting things, linking ideas, building new ones. You're not killing time. You're creating big ideas inside your head, while others are stuck with boring background noise. That's not odd. It's a smart move from evolution. Fourth point. You're like a router picking up everyone's emotional signals. Have you ever entered a room and right away sensed that things are off, even if everyone's grinning? That's your mind with superpowered mirror neurons, the bits that let you feel what others feel. You don't just see emotions, you soak them in. Hang out in a crowd for 60 minutes, and you're not only dealing with your own mood. You're picking up the stress, worries, thrills, and mess from everybody else, like a sponge that sucks it all up without asking that it's a total overload on your mind. Your nerves are juggling feelings from hundreds of people while trying to keep you steady. It's no surprise you might need a few days off after just a short time out. But flip it around. This is your hidden strength. It puts you at the top for understanding emotions in any setting. You catch the unspoken parts, see what's not said outright, and know what someone wants before they ask. A lot of people struggle to figure out their own feelings, but you're decoding everyone's. That's not a bad thing. It's a powerful ability that could crush most folks. And last but not least, number 5. You're not dodging life. You're heading straight for your true self. Our world has this strange idea that being always on the go and in loud places means you're winning at happiness and success. If you're not hitting every party, sharing every second online, or always around others all day every day, then somehow you're dropping the ball. But they miss the point. You've cracked something that takes years for others to face. Quiet isn't blank. It's full of clear thoughts. Being alone isn't sad. It's when you really connect with who you are that you're not sitting out the fun. You're choosing to skip a setup that wasn't made for deep thinkers, feelers, and seers like you. You've got this deep insight. The most silent spots often shout the biggest realities. Your calm isn't shutting out. It's setting you free. Next time someone wonders, why don't you hang out more? Keep in mind they're really asking why you don't wear yourself out trying to squeeze into spots not built for brains like yours. You're not damaged. You're not uninteresting. You're not against socializing. You're made for real depth in a place hooked on shallow buzz. And that's what makes you so intriguing. In the darker corners of psychology, this aversion to crowds reveals a shadowy side of the human mind, where heightened awareness can feel like a curse, turning social scenes into battlegrounds of unseen manipulations and emotional drains. It's not just about preferring quiet. It's about navigating a world where others' hidden agendas and fake fronts bombard your senses, forcing you to guard your mental space like a fortress. This sensitivity, while a survival tool, exposes the underbelly of human interactions, the lies we tell with smiles, the energies we leak without knowing, and the exhaustion of absorbing it all. It's a dark twist on empathy, where knowing too much isolates you, but also arms you against the deceptions that crowd lovers blissfully ignore. Dive deeper. Think about how this plays into darker psychological dynamics. In crowds, manipulation thrives. People use masks to influence, persuade, or even deceive. Your brain, with its lie-detecting edge, spots these tactics instantly, making you wary. It's like having an inner alarm for social predators. those who thrive on chaos to push their agendas. This isn't paranoia, it's a honed instinct from evolution's harsher lessons. Yet, it comes with a price. The constant vigilance can darken your view of humanity, seeing the flaws and fakeness everywhere. But embracing this dark awareness empowers you, turning avoidance into a strategic retreat, preserving your energy for genuine connections that don't drain your soul. Expanding on the sensory side, consider the overload as a form of psychological warfare your mind wages against itself. In a crowd, every stimulus is a potential threat. A loud voice could signal aggression. A fleeting glance might hide judgment. Your brain, evolved to detect danger, treats modern gatherings like ancient threats, flooding you with alerts. This hypervigilance, while protective, mirrors darker traits like those in anxiety disorders or even subtle paranoia, where the world feels hostile. But unlike disorders, this is adaptive. It's your psyche's way of saying, don't let the masses dull your edge. In dark psychology terms, it's akin to self-manipulation. You subconsciously sabotage social urges to maintain control, avoiding the vulnerability crowds demand that on the emotional absorption front. It's darkly fascinating how you become a vessel for others' negativity. Crowds amplify toxic emotions, jealousy, anger, insecurity, and you unwittingly collect them, like a psychic vampire in reverse, getting drained instead of feeding. This can lead to a cynical worldview, where people seem more burdensome than beneficial. Yet, this dark empathy is a tool. Use it to read rooms, predict behaviors, and navigate manipulations. In relationships, it helps spot gaslighting or emotional games early. The downside? It breeds isolation, as trusting others becomes harder when you feel their hidden darkness. Finally, in a society pushing constant connection, your preference for solitude challenges the norm, highlighting the dark illusion of happiness through noise. It's a rebellion against the manipulative forces of social media and culture that equate alone time with failure, guilting you into participation. By opting out, you're practicing a form of psychological self-defense, preserving your mental sovereignty. So, are you the type who gets energy from crowds, or would you rather hang with something low-key like a plant? Share below. Let's connect with those who get it. If this hits home, follow for more, and check out related content on misunderstood mind traits that cut deep.